created the issue, but we all are impacted by it. If I lived in my I live in Mar Vista, and I drove down my driveway a couple of years ago, and I said, I do have restricted parking. Every place else does have it. And would I want a car and camper in front of my house 24/7? Would I want issues that I didn't buy into when I bought the house or the piece of land, or created my quality of life? No. But the reality is, the only place in the entire West Coast, let's just say from Santa Barbara to San Diego, where there's a certain amount of love by a lot of people and respect by a lot of people, and a lot of people are being impacted. Go to Santa Monica, it's a gated community. Go down to El Segundo, Redondo, Hermosa, and Manhattan Beach. Now, there's nothing wrong with these people and the way they're living. The fact is, the symptom of homelessness that we face here, right, in Los Angeles, is a result of leadership lacking on the national, the state, and the county level.
You suck, asshole!
Just listen to this. I went to New York City. Please, show some respect. Show some civilized dignity for me and for everybody else. I went to New York. Please, Peggy, listen. You go to New York, $3 billion was spent by New York to create permanent housing for people. $3 billion. What have we spent in a city or a state or a nation in California? Not much. So, we got to please listen. Look, relax. Just relax for a minute. My goal is to become a model of what the county, the state, and the nation should do. We should put out our hand to help people. I don't want the car and camper in front of your home either, okay? But I do want social services and opportunities for people who want those opportunities. If we go and send our young people to war, one of the reasons we are told we send them to war is so that we can have freedom and respect and dignity here for all people. Okay, relax. Technically, will you relax for a second? Okay, now I want you to hear about an innovative, creative strategy where we can be able to help people if they want help. And if they want help, we want to help them. So we want to show respect for people. So I'm asking the double mic here, Mike Arnold, who is the county LASA guy who deals with homelessness as a profession, and Mike Bonnin, my chief of staff, who's lived in this area for 20 years, and is also a very passionate, sensitive guy, to tell you about an RFP that we just put on the street. So if you want help, we want to help you. If you don't want help, we don't want you in our face. Okay? Okay.
What I'm going to do, excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the premise and the purpose of the program, and Mike, who is with LASA and who is administering it and awarding the RFP, will explain the particulars and the details. The premise that we started with on this program is that we're not dealing with a singular problem. Sure. The premise that we started with in developing this program is that we're not dealing with a singular problem. Is that the issue of people living in their cars and campers is multifaceted. There are many different phenomenons all manifesting themselves as people living in their cars and campers. There are some people who are engaged in criminal activity, and we have the obligation to enforce the laws and remove them from the streets. And that's what the LAPD and the City Attorney's Office are talking about, and that's what their focus is on. We also have a number of people who come from all over the place and who are sort of attracted to the historic free spirit element of Venice and are just seeking a different lifestyle and are just trying to live free and easy by the beach. And the community has an opportunity to decide for themselves whether or not that's something that Venice still tolerates. And through the OVOs and the parking restrictions, block by block, neighborhoods will be able to make that choice. And that's what DOT will be talking about. But then there are also a number of people living in their cars and campers who are vulnerable, who are one step away from sleeping on the streets or in the doorsteps or alleyways, who are hurting and who are suffering. Some of them are disabled, some of them are veterans, some of them are seniors, and yes, some of them are families. And it is our feeling that we have a responsibility to do something to help people in those situations. And that third segment that I have identified is the target population for the program that is being called Vehicles to Home, that LASA will be administering. This is not, as Mike will tell you, a free pass to park anywhere you want for as long as you want with no rules. This is not permanent parking. This is a temporary place to park while you follow rules and get help, and we try to get you into housing. The goal of everyone in this room, the goal of everyone on this panel, is to get people off the streets. The different types of people, those who are breaking the law, we use enforcement. Those who are seeking a different sort of lifestyle, we have the tools that DOT has. And those who need help, those who seek help, who are willing to follow the rules, and those we can help, that's what the Vehicles to Home program is going to be about. Mike will tell you a little bit more about the details.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Mike Arnold. I'm the Executive Director of the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority. The authority, as Councilmember Rosendahl mentioned, is a joint powers authority between the county and the city. And our primary job is to reduce and end homelessness in Los Angeles City and County. We know that the only solution for homelessness is homes. And for many of those who are on